All right. I previously did a video where I kind of went over the Volca Kick and I expressed how I felt the kick on the Volca Kick is better than the kick on the Arturia drum brute. And so far, that video is getting uh, 1,000 thumbs down the day. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but it has a lot of thumbs down. People are not agreeing with it. However, I personally feel as though they may just be um, going off of emotions, if you will. But in any event, it is, not even close, but whatever. Someone today said, can you do a video comparing the Volca Kick with the Volca Bass? So I thought to myself, man, quite naturally, why haven't I done that? So I sat down and I pulled the Volca Bass back out. I played with it to kind of see, just kind of in comparison, what this instrument is. And it really is two different instruments. I mean, I started to think in my head that, of course I should be able to make kick sounds with the Volca Bass. Just turn down the decay and have a short decay and create a kick. Now, in playing with it, because you have 3 VCOs, the option to turn them on and off, going from 1 to 3. You have the different LFOs and VCO wave from square to sine, I think that is. You have some options in terms of sound molding. You really do have some great options. But in short, I mean, this instrument is very, very different than the kick. And it kind of made me fall back, not that I fell out of love with it, but it really made me look at it after playing with the kick. It kind of made me re-look at the bass, and kind of go back and just really, I guess, reappreciate what this instrument is. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this over. Got it plugged up here. And we're going to kind of just go back and forth with these two instruments and see what we get. But this thing is, I mean, all the vocals, as far as I'm concerned, are nice. I mean, the weakest one is probably the beats, but even the beats is nice. It's just that snare is, I'm not a big fan of it, but this Volca Bass is ridiculous. So right now I got on 2 VCOs on, and I have it on, I believe that's square and sine. You guys can correct me on that, but I think that's square and sine right there. With the 2 VCOs on. So, I mean, I'm just making all kind of windows right now in my house rattle. Like it's ridiculous. Look, let me just stop. This instrument, it is very, very different than the kick in terms of the nuances of sounds that you can create. Just in messing with the decay, I think, the cutoff. I mean, do you hear that? So, in terms of trying to create a kick, I thought, so let's just clear all let's just do a step pattern, where we put the step edit. And we just put in the So, long story short, the person basically asked if I could do a review reviewing these two products. Now, like I said, when I played around with it, I just really, it brought out how different this the bass is. I mean, it's ridiculous at what you can do. I mean, it's all kind of just characteristics. This is way, they're totally different. Now you can craft some kicks out of this, but I just feel like you can't quite do what the Volca Kick can do. Like, I just feel like this thing you can craft in terms of sound design. You can really get busy with this. I mean, and playing with the pitch on the VCOs. You can hear how you can do some different sounding things. Let's kick in. Let's go with the third VC. How is it with 3? Now, right now, I got it on all 3 VCOs. Look, the bass, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I wish let me get this, because I want to make sure I say your name correctly here. Let's see here, where are you? Sorry about that, people. Yeah, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I mean, again, you're gonna need to plug in some headphones, because this is a bass and low tones, and I'm quite certain my microphone is not gonna really do justice if you listen to it on your laptop or your cell phone. You're gonna have to put on headphones. But trust me, you're just gonna have to trust me. Well, you don't have to, but I'm a man of my word, and I know that what I'm speaking on is fact. That my windows are just rattling. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, this totally different instrument. Like, this thing is, you can do some dark things with these VCOs, you know, how you can detune them and whatnot. I mean, are y'all hearing? I hope y'all hearing that. That is absurd. Whew. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so his name is Hafren Nardhi, Hrafn Nordhri. Now, forgive me, but I can't pronounce that. But anyways, he just simply said, could you do a vid with the Volca Kick and the Volca Bass together? Now, right now, I guess I'm doing a comparison, so I'm going to have to grab another chord here, and unfortunately, I won't be able to do them together in terms of sonically at the same time. So please forgive me. I'm going to have to come back when I can get them both hooked up and do a vid where they're playing actually together. But right now, we're just going to do a comparison between the two instruments. And this, look, the Volca Bass, the short of it, before I just get the rambling on, because I'll get the rambling. The Volca Bass as an instrument is just in a bigger box. I mean, in terms of sound design, you can just do more things with the different options that you have. You have so many more options with this. You can craft kicks, but I just don't feel like it's the same product that kick is giving you. So if you were thinking, well, I'll just get the Volca Bass and don't get the kick, you can. However, I don't think that the Volca Bass quite sounds like the kick. And I mean, I think it's just two different products now. I think you can try and craft this instrument to get it similar to the kick, but I don't know if it's the MS-20 filter. I don't know if they have the same filter. I'm a little ignorant on that. I mean, I don't know. I'm a layman, so I don't know if these have the same filters in it. I take it that they may not, because if it did, I'd imagine they would have marketed it as MS-20 resonator on the Volca Bass if it was. But in any event, if you just see this, they've kind of, okay, so the Volca Bass is a synthesizer, right? And so is the Volca Kick. But what they've done with the kick is they've taken away some parameters and kind of put you inside a certain area and basically just highlighted a certain, so if you think of it as modular setup, they really just honed in on one particular frequency, if you will. Because as soon as I play this, the sound is, it doesn't have the characteristics that bass has by the detuning. There's no detuning at all. You hear a clear signal. You don't hear that character that the bass can give you. That's the first thing I immediately notice when I play the kick. Look, when I play the kick, I mean, when I perform this thing, I love having the drive on 100 all the way up, fully open to 127 and putting that tone at about 10. Oh my God, that right there, that is the money spot for me. I mean, I love that right there. 10 from 10. Oh my God. From 10 to 48, man, that thing just up in there. There are little characteristics that just really make this thing just awesome. But I just feel like they've with this product, they've really drove home a certain niche. Like I said before, they're milking it, but this is a pretty fucking good milk. I just feel like this is definitely not overlapping, because they don't sound the same by no means. Like, this sound is very clean. That's the best way I can put it. The Volca Kick sounds clean. The bass, however, has a a little bit of a gnarl. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Now you can find a spot and tweak it and make it try to be more clean, if you will, but it just, in terms of tweaking the Volca Bass, this is just a short of it. I might just cut it because I can sit here and play with this thing all day and show you guys, but I don't know, again, if this is going to translate well. So let me just go ahead and just stop and just talk for a second. The short of it is, you get it and you see for yourself. The Volca Kick just has this clean sound to it, and the fact that you can, create those little bird sounds and whatnot with it just makes it a very unique instrument, and I really, really, really like it. The Volca Bass, in looking at it in comparison, I really think that the Volca Bass is dope, basically. I mean, all the vocals are good. I can sit here and rave on about all of them, but looking at it in this way really has kind of brought back the light that, man, this Volca Bass is an instrument that allows you to really create some pretty cool sounds. And I like to take it as being dark, because you can make it sound like, if I were to make a scary movie or one that's suspense, this Volca Bass would deliver it for me. So in short, this is not a better or type of thing. Like I said, you can craft some kicks out of the bass, but I just feel like the Volca Kick it's in a league by itself so far. I mean, I don't know anything else out there like this, where it's just one particular sound, and other than modular, where you can just get a modular setup to have just, a kick or a snare or whatever, so on and so forth. I think that's what they've done, is taken that modular concept and brought it to, a gear form, if you will. And it's just a dope and innovative idea. So I'm going to go ahead and fade to black, because I'm already dragging this out longer than I initially wanted to. But I hope y'all appreciate my words, because they are authentic, and this is how I feel about it. As always, hey, if you got any ideas on videos that you want to see, or if you want to challenge my words, if you don't agree with it, please comment. I mean, let's have the dialogue. Let's open it up for discussion. I love this music shit. I love gear. And one thing I will do is, speak from my heart and give it to you straight and uncut. So that's my time, people. Fade to black.